House of Representatives Speaker calls for urgent action on Northwest insecurity. On the African news, Ghana declares ex-finance minister fugitive over corruption allegations. On the foreign scene, Gaza ceasefire on brink of collapse amid Israeli ultimatum. In business news, market capitalization hits 67.3 trillion naira as Nigerian stocks rise. And finally, in sport news, world heavyweight boxing champion Alexander Usyk plans 2 more fights before retirement. Welcome once again to the news. I am Timi Tokedada. Now the news in detail. Vehicular and commercial activities are reportedly being disrupted at the University College Hospital, UCH Ibadan, and its environ as a result of the ongoing protests by students and other concerned citizens over the incomplete restoration of electricity to the hospital. The UCH has been in distress for over 100 days due to heavy indebtedness to IBDEDC. Recall that the Honorable Minister of Power, Chief Bayo Adelabu, during his intervention and visit to the hospital, hinted of the resolve to reconnect UCH Ibadan to the national grid and reconnect its power within 48 hours. Although power has been restored at the UCH Ibadan, but not all sections were reconnected, this has sparked renewed protests today. Our correspondent, Shion Awodele, who was at the scene of the protest, files in the report.
Can we know you better, please?
Okay, I'm Samson Tobiloba Samuel. I am a final year medical student of the University of Ibadan, and I'm equally the immediate past president of the University of Ibadan Student Union.
What happened this morning again? Because we hear that the Honorable Minister was here on Monday, and I know with the CMD and the management, they are pleased about this issue.
All right, it's no news again that there has been no light in UCH for over 100 days. And in the process, as conscious students, we've been on the streets, we've been reaching out to people, and our prayer actually lead to bringing this issue to front burner. That it became something that everybody is talking about. And as a follow-up on that, the minister showed up on Monday, and we're also there to register a displayer demanding for immediate restoration of power. But to our surprise, power was restored yesterday, and they disconnected the student hostel. The rationale behind that we do not understand, and we reached out. Even before then, we heard rumor that they agreed that they should disconnect student hostel, and we reached out to find out what happened. But they said we should go and negotiate separately.
The management of UCH said you should go and negotiate separately.
They said that was the resolution of the meeting that they had with the Honorable Minister. And in that meeting, the student community was not represented. The College of Medicine of the University of Ibadan was not represented. And these are important stakeholders were not represented, and we were easily just sidelined.
But presently,
As the world comes together to celebrate World Radio Day 2025, our darling station on 103.5 FM Ibadan, which is currently making waves in the broadcasting industry, is emphasizing its renewed commitment to delivering high-quality content that resonates with the community and fosters life transformation. This was contained in a heartfelt message to its valued listeners and partners signed by the management today. Honor FM once more invites our audience to stay tuned for impactful programming that not only entertains but also informs and inspires. And in the national news this afternoon, the House of Representatives, Speaker Tajuddin Abbas, has called for immediate action to address the dire situation in the Northwest region. He emphasized that half a measure are no longer sufficient to tackle insecurity and poverty in the area. Abbas made this plea while inaugurating the House Committee on the Northwest Development Commission in Abuja. He highlighted the devastating impact of banditry and rural violence on agriculture, displacement, and education in the region. He stressed that these issues pose an existential threat to the region's survival. The speaker's words underscore the need for coordinated efforts to address these challenges. And on the African news this afternoon, Ghana's former finance minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, has been declared a fugitive by prosecutors due to his alleged involvement in multiple corruption cases during his time in government. Ofori-Atta is accused of causing significant financial losses to the state, including a controversial national cathedral project that has yet to be completed despite an alleged $58 million in government spending. This development marks a significant step in Ghana's efforts to tackle corruption and recover misappropriated funds. Moving on to the foreign scene, the Gaza ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas is on the brink of collapse. Despite coming into force on January 19, the agreement has looked shaky from the start. A senior Egyptian source revealed that regional mediators, Egypt and Qatar, are intensifying diplomatic efforts to salvage the ceasefire. A top-level Hamas delegation has arrived in Cairo for talks aimed at containing the current crisis. A Hamas official reiterated the group's commitment to the terms of the deal. However, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has issued an ultimatum warning that if Hamas doesn't return Israeli hostages by Saturday noon, the ceasefire will end and intense fighting will resume. The situation remains tense, with both sides accusing each other of violating the ceasefire terms. In the business report this afternoon, the Nigerian Exchange Limited saw a significant surge on Wednesday, with equity investors gaining 779 billion naira. The market capitalization rose to 67.3 trillion naira, up from 66.5 trillion naira in the previous trading session. The all-share index appreciated by 1.17%, closing at 107,822 points. The surge in the market is a positive development for investors and the Nigerian economy as a whole. And finally, in sport news this afternoon, world heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk has announced plans to retire after just 2 more fights. The 38-year-old Ukrainian, who remains undefeated in the ring, is eager to hang up his gloves and call time on his illustrious career. Usyk's next move will be to face the winner of the upcoming clash between Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker, scheduled for later this month. This will be one of the 2 fights he plans to have before retiring. Usyk's impressive career has seen him become the first undisputed heavyweight champion in almost 25 years. And with that, we have come to the end of the World News at Noon on Honor 103.5 FM. Before we go, here is a recap of the major stories. On the national news this afternoon, we informed you that there's currently an ongoing protest at UCH Ibadan over incomplete restoration of power at the institution. Also, the House of Representatives Speaker has called for urgent action on Northwest insecurity. On the African news, Ghana has declared its finance minister fugitive over corruption allegations. On the foreign scene, Gaza ceasefire is on the brink of collapse amidst Israeli ultimatum. And in business, market capitalization hits 67.3 trillion naira as Nigerian stocks rise. And finally, in sport news, world heavyweight boxing champion Usyk has planned 2 more fights before retirement. For eyewitness reports, news mentions, and news commercials, contact the Honor FM newsroom at 0817-675-5555 or 0913-600-1035. You can also visit our website at www.onofm1035.net for more information. I am Timi Tokwedada. Thanks for listening.